Hi there, welcome to Gray's Outdoors. My name's Grays and welcome to my third leg of the South Downs Way. In this leg I will be doing 2 wild camps and travelling 30 odd miles between Amberley and Falmer. So let's get going. So just got a mile outside Amberley. You can see Amberley sits in a valley, serious uphill all the way up. But you can see Amberley back there. There you are. It's in the middle of the screen now. Very beautiful little town and very beautiful little pub. But I couldn't wait there this time, so I'm going to try get to a pub maybe tomorrow at Dykes Hill. Anyway, nearly at the top now. So I've just stopped in this beautiful glade of trees just for something to drink. I'm going to mix a little fruit drink into my water to give me some sugar. It must be a good 26 degrees out there, even though it's nearly 5 o'clock. As you can see from my shiny head, pretty hot. So I'm going to get myself some sugar and water in and continue. I found this lovely gorse bush clearing by about 50 yards in diameter to actually sleep in. It's really flat and really beautiful, and Washington town is 1 mile from here. So my dilemma is, do I use the 1.5 litres of water for dinner and then go to the town and fill up in the morning? Or do I go there, fill up and then find a campsite on the other side that might not be as good? The other thing is, it's only 6:45, so it's still quite light outside. So I've decided to actually stay in the spot. When walking outside, I had a look. It was really quiet outside and the sun is going down, so I doubt I'll get to the other side of Washington and find a campsite. So I'm going to stick with this one, which is very nice. There is an exit up there where the sun's coming through. So what I've started to do is hang some sticks just to slightly camouflage myself. Anyone does tend to look in, cover things up a little bit. Time for supper. I'm starving. I think I'll just pop my tent up right here, and I've got some oil in the bag food which I'll get going later when the sun's come down. Anyway, let me get my coffee out. Got some little filter coffee tea bags, so I'm going to use those instead of bringing a cafetiere with, which I'm desperate for some good coffee, so hopefully that will be the answer. Hi there. Had the farmer scavenging around and quite a few people coming around, so I didn't want to actually video, but I've got the tent up now. This is something else I wanted to show you, which is the pasta bolognese. Can you see that? There you are, pasta bolognese from Decathlon. So as you can see, looks like pasta and tastes like bolognese. And it was freeze dried, so nice and light and easy to carry. Well done, Decathlon. Morning guys, just gone 6 o'clock, just woken up, sun's out, and I think I'm going to strike camp early because it's right on the route. It's going to be good weather today, so for those of you who wanted to see the little campsite, this is my one, I think it's a 1.2 small little 4-day tent. You can see behind it, I put a little bit of greenery up just to shield myself. And for the setup for sleeping, I got the tent, I hope you can see in there. I had a Decathlon pillow, which is called a helium, quite comfy. I slept under a down underquilt, which I use for my hammock. Nice and light and plenty warm enough, and didn't need to carry a sleeping bag. And then I've got a expert down mat. As you can see, it's the wide one. It nearly takes up the whole tent. So for breakfast this morning, I thought I'd get it going while I'm taking down the rest of the tent. I've got a self-heating ration heater or food heater, hot pack, and beans and sausage in lovely tomato sauce. First thing you do is there's a little tab there that we use to seal it. And for us guys who don't have that long nails, it's always good to get it off first. So I just make sure I've got that handy. Next thing is a little tab. So we tear off the top, that goes with the rubbish. And there's a little water line at the bottom there, that line there, which is only an inch from the bottom, so we just fill it up so it activates this heater. Found these work really well. So we need the beans and tomato sauce on top of the pad. The beans and tomato sauce are leaning against the pad. Close that up so it doesn't fall over. So now we just fold it over. Grab our little strip, sealing strip, seal it off. A little rock, that can go there, that can go right there. Normally activates in about 2 minutes and then takes another 10 minutes to heat up. I'll come back to you then. So I'm bringing you back. The pad is heating up, as you can see. Quite a bit of steam coming out there now. Looks like it's want to explode, but that's just normal. I'll just leave it and let it do its thing. Yeah, by the time I got my tent down, it'll all be ready. So, moment of truth. Got my beans. Just find my spoon. Got my spoon. careful when we open these things, they're sometimes hot. Should be hot, yes. Feels warm. It's amazing how much rubbish you generate. Delicious. I don't know if you can see the steam rising. Anyway, it is rising. Nothing better than beans and tomato sauce in the morning. So as you can see, campsite is pretty much wrapped up. I've left no trace. In fact, can't really see that I've been here. That was my camping spot. Looks pretty much like it was when I got here. Last check, no tent pegs. And that is my route out. Just gotta dig my way through the nettles. Beautiful day up ahead, and that's the South Downs. So day 2, let's go. So that's about my 5.5 mile mark in that tree. There's my gorse bush, which I slept in. There's the South Downs, and Washington is just down that hill. So just stopped before the A24, and there's a water point. Let's see if we can get that in. There's the tap. Now I'm filled up and ready to go. I've got a massive hill ahead of me, so let's get going. So just seen a whole family of pheasants as well as rabbits in this field behind me. But as usual, as soon as you take out the camera, wow, they're gone in a second. So I'll keep my eyes open, see if I can see any more. Just peeked the hill on the other side of the A24 with an incredible vista. You can see Brighton in the background there, in the center of the screen, above my hat. Hi there. So not all the signs are very official, but it does give the direction. In the bottom there you can see the first signs of the river Adur, A-D-U-R, which I would be very pleased if there's a spot where I can soak my feet and maybe have a little sandwich. So down the hill we go, and I'll pop the video on when we get to the bottom. So I've reached the river Adur. It's about 7.5 miles into today's journey, so probably another 10 if I'm lucky, and time for lunch. And there it is, sitting under the bridge, gonna have some lunch with the shoes off. Okay, welcome break at the top of the hill after the river Adur for an ice cream and a drink at the YHA. There's also water and toilets available there. Anyway, get back to that. Just made it to the Devil's Dyke pub, so I think a lager awaits me there, which will be a good rest, and with a view like nobody's business. That'll be great. Just finished my pint and my chips at the Devil's Dyke pub. It was a nice rest, a bit of a break, and now I've got about 2 miles to go before I hit the A23. I've got a blister on my one foot, so it's a little bit sore, but just bandage it up and pushing on sensitively. Just a quick one. Here's a water drinking tap at Saddlescombe Farm, and they've also got a coffee shop here. And I'm looking at Brighton at the moment, so I thought you'd like to see. Those are the Sussex Hills, and there is Brighton. It really is spectacular. Spectacular!